Hello, everybody. We are doing a casual boots race today. This is going to be between Mal and Zeke. But I think it's just an open daily race today. And we are starting. I am near a light shine, and my tracker is Mr. Scruff Ninja, and we got the cape right away in Link's house. How is everybody doing today? And just 20 rubies on Uncle. And for Uncle chest there. So what does everybody think is going to be in Hyrule Castle? I think we're going to find the Moon Pearl itself. So far, just finding the back of escape key. So we're not going to have to worry about that stuff right now. There's a master sword. Both of them already having the level 2 sword. We already have some of our access needed for Ganon. With 300 rupees in Zelda stuff. Yeah, doesn't matter if we have Dark World access, though. If there's something we need on Lumberjack Ledge, then we are doing Aga. We'll probably see that sooner than later. So far, just a very few escapes. There's another 300. We got Zora money. Actually, we have almost all the money we need now in the game. And we haven't even left the series. there's the power glove and 50 rubies. And of course, we're just finding them. We know that the map is in Sanctuary Chest because they never found it in the game. Gonna check Bonk Rocks. There's that hammer. Early hammer. And just 20 arrows on the tree pole. And small magic on the bush grab. Five rubies on Lumberjack, so if we find this moon pearl, that means Aga's dead. And just a piece of heart in the mushroom spot. And 20 more arrows on the tree pole. It is weird seeing a Letheon with a sword. But 3 bombs in the drop down spot. I think you're right. I'm not entirely sure on tree poles, to be honest. Where is Mal going? Oh, he set up. Wow, I didn't know about this. He set up fake flipper or boots or water walk. I mean, I didn't know you could set up water walk there. This is an interesting play. I wonder if he's going to go straight up to Zora. There's 3 bombs on an ice rock cave. 2 bombs on blind set. Piece of heart. That was the same heart. And 300 rubies. Okay, we don't need any more money in this seed. We just got all the money we need. There's Bombos. So we got one of the medallions now. There's Quake and 20 rubies. There's a fighter shield in Zeke's cave. I did not see what that was on screen, and I missed what that was in the back of the wall. This is part 2 bombs and on Zora, we got Moon Pearl. Aga's dead. Ooh, the bow is hooked on the Zora ledge. Ooh. You better hook. Okay, we got 5 6 crystal on Eastern, regular crystal on Desert. I did not see what was in Hera. Oh yeah, I know it's gone. Got the power glove. A fire rod in Hype Cave. Piece of heart, 20 rubies. A blue nail, and 20 rubies. I'd give that a 4 out of 10. Not having to find Fire Rod is always nice. 3 bombs in the library ledge. Okay, so our 3 pendants are Turtle Rock, Ice Palace, and Swamp. I think Swamp was our green, if I recall that correctly. So all 3 of our dungeons in the light world are crystals, because in Eastern was our one of our 5-6. There's the hook shot already. Uh, 5-6 was in Eastern light world was Eastern, and I didn't catch it in Dark World myself. But pendants for Swamp, Turtle Rock, and Ice Palace. Okay, so just a piece of heart on the on a dig game. Nope, Zeke trying to do the hook shot clip, that didn't work out. Or the green ruby on the dam. There's the mirror. That's a piece of heart. The tempered sword. So that was a more hype cave than what was already found in hype. This is not a fast seed yet. They can't complete any dungeons except Skull Woods at this point. Well, and Beats now. And Mal is going into Skullwoods. I do not blame him. Let's go ahead and do the back of Skullwoods at this point. And 50 rubies on the hobo. Zeke having set up the hobo I can't speak today. The hobo water walk. So we're gonna get the blue mail, and we're also going to get the fire rod too while he's in here. Okay, Earthquake. My bad on that one. Apparently I don't remember where Fire Rod was. Yep, that was the bow on Zora Ledge. And Zeke picking up his Moon Pearl. So we're going to probably see a very quick Mothula kill here. Like I said, very quick. And Mothula has up for us the map. Boo. Zeke, though, is not going to Skullwoods. Zeke is heading towards the Checks in Village of Outcasts. We've got 1 ruby and 10 arrows in the chess game. And he's going to go right into Thieves Town, where we will find a single the key. While on Mal's side, we found a bottle, so there's Sick Kid access. The map for Thieves Town, small key on in Skullwoods there. Still needing to find the other item. There's the big key. Let's see here. Let's see what they find here. They're both going to be getting the... Oh no! Mal got grabbed. And 20 rubies on Zeke's side. And the big key for there, along with the small key in Skullwoods. Oof, that was painful. Him fighting that key, though, very nice. Just 10 bombs in the second check. So Skullwoods, all it had was the bottle for us. We can go ahead and check Bumper Ledge, though. And we can also get the King's Tomb out of the way if he routes that. Because all you need for King's Tomb really is the the boots and Power Glove if you're in Dark World. And we got 50 rubies in King's Tomb. We're gonna see what's in the Graveyard Ledge in just a second here. And in Graveyard is the red mail. Not gonna pick that up. Okay. That's an interesting decision. Heart container. I think that means there's items on on big chest or on blind. And there's the heart container on another heart container in the big chest. And in C-shape house, we have the... Okay, so we know where silvers are. Silvers are on Zora Ledge. We're probably not going to go back for those. Not unless they go do catfish. Then it wouldn't be really that far out of the way to look. Well, they're completely optional unless there's something in... No, Bo was in C-shape house. And just the map on blind. So... Well, there's a number of things that could be in Swamp that we would need. We could need the... We're not out of the road, out of the woods with not needing to go into Swamp yet. There's a second bottle. That one with the fairy inside of it. Where was the fire rod? Oh, yeah, that's right. Zeke never checked the hype cave. Just a piece of heart on Sick Kid. Sick Kid, you're making yourself worse. We're going to go ahead and get a look at... well, not Dig Game. We already know what Dig Game has. It's going to be a piece of heart. This seed, though, being one of the few times that Zora is not a scammer. This is an interesting play on Zeke's part with the Dig Game. He's gonna run out of time if he's not careful. Last dig. Mal going to go ahead and get his 2 heart containers in here. And in Cave 45 is the flute. That is a very nice find. We're going to go get a look at Stumpy, too, while we're here. Just a piece of heart. Zeke, I would not have saved and quit there. Yeah, we're already pretty much almost in go mode at this point. Well, we might need the book. Never discount needing the book for something. We're going to go ahead and go to Hype Cave now. Fire Rod, of course. Piece of Heart. 20 rubies. The Blue Mail. And 20 rubies. And looks like Zeke is going to go ahead and do Pod and Eastern at the same time. Actually, I think it's Leafeon from Pokemon. Okay, so this dungeon was bow locked. Good thing they have the bow. That's Dipper from Gravity Falls? I thought that was Archie from Pokemon. I did not catch what that... oh, I think it was a small key. Okay. Three small keys so far. Mal is headed... I don't know where Mal's headed. Just a piece of heart, though, in the big chest, or big key chest. And there's the small key. Looks like Mal is headed towards Pod. So let's see what can be in Pod. I'm guessing both these players can do Pod Dark Rooms. Oh no, Mal is heading towards Pyramid Ledge. I don't think Zeke actually checked this. Was that the Cane of Samaria? Yes, it was. And there's another small key. Of course, everything else in here, no matter what it is now going to be out of logic because there's no lamp. There's the big key. And 20 rupees. Mal is checking Sarsaparillas' hut. Probably hoping for the lamp here. 300 rubies, heart container, and a piece of heart. This game is really giving them lots of money to work with. Yep, there's the map. And 3 bombs. So the Helmosaur King will have the final item. Ironic thing would be as if it's flippers. Yeah, I saw that. Zeke did get Cape 45 as he on his way to Pod, so I don't know why he used this hammer here. The sword, the tempered sword, is more reliable on hitting those, but I sometimes forget that the fire rod can that there's lamps there though. And time to do Helma. He looks so weird. Oh yeah, I know. He's done the majority of Pod in out of both of them are doing it out of logic. Actually, no. I think Fire Rod actually makes it logic, because technically it's a fire source. And the big key was locked in a room that you can light the lamps with. It was anything in the hellway or in this room that would have been out of logic. $20 rubies in the first check. There's the big key. Samaria was on Pyramid Ledge. $50 rubies. Looks like Zeke's gonna take the chance that the final item is on Armos Knights. I guess the lamp could be on Armos Knights if Armos Knights wasn't logic then. $20 rubies on Armos. Yeah, the problem is that he might not come back to it for a while, too. $20 rubies on Spectacle Rock. And 3 bombs. Yeah, but the problem is, with that logic, he's never going to do it. Because 5-6 crystals were on Eastern and on Misery Mire. This is what makes Randomizer so much fun, is the uncertainty of everything. Unless the Titan's mids are on Pyramid. Or wait, no, that can't be. Never mind. Ignore me about that. Very nicely done with the speed boost on the Harapod. Did he do that fall on purpose? I don't blame him. Now picking up his Armos kill, and there's the big key. Zeke doing the speed strat of Harapod again. Zeke also not getting the big key, or getting the big chest. What? $20 rubies. I think he realized his mistake. I think that's what happened. Does this mean he has to redo Trolldorm? I have never seen anyone do this, so I'm not sure if he has to redo Trolldorm. And just 100 rubies on Catfish. Okay. Thank you. Looks like Zeke is going to go check Spike Cave. Zeke, be careful. Oh, he's got a fairy, that's right. Never mind. Mal is going to go ahead and get his flute now. Just 20 rubies in Spike Cave. Zeke doing the wise play of going through a dark world to go to Death Mountain, East Side Death Mountain. After all, you don't have to worry about the giant cabbages coming and mauling you to death then. Heart container, 5 rubies. Mal not doing the old man. Interesting choice. There's the butter sword, the fire shield, ether, and 20 rubies. Yep. Ether was our last chance. Actually, couldn't books still be on pedestal? You would possibly... No, wait, never mind. Never mind. The only thing it would lock would be stuff that would be required anyway. I didn't catch what was on Floating Island. And just 20 rubies in a spiral cave. Yeah, I realize that, Kirby. Literally, the book wouldn't be locking anything. Looks like Zeke is going into Schoolwoods. Now, I think if flippers are on pedestal, that means they weren't required. Oh, okay. Looks like both players are going to have all 4 swords today. Yep, sadly, we are not likely going to see silvers today, because silvers are going to be on Zora Ledge. Yep, literally the only pendant dungeon that is still open would be Swamp at this point. Because we don't know where the Titan's mitts and we don't know where the Titan's mitts are, essentially. Ooh, we never checked Agina's cave. Yep. That Mal is in go mode. Titan Smiths were in Agina's cave. Oh wait, no, he's not in go. Or wait, yeah, he is. Never mind. He has the flute. Never mind. So yeah, he's in go mode at 50 minutes and 48 seconds. This is gonna be a quick seed. This is gonna be easily sub 1 hour 30. Zeke off to go get his second bottle in Skullwoods. Yeah, I know, Scruff. Like I have never seen. I've never seen so many items be outside of dungeons before. Zeke got his second bottle though. And Mal, of course, just going to go ahead and grab the big key and head to Landmole. Doesn't even need to check anything, just needs to find the big key in his remaining dungeons, which in Misery Mire is going to be one big key and one small key. So if he can find those very quick, then he can go right to Vitreous. Zeke might be picking up his red mail here. I don't know. Yep, he picked up his red mail. Very nice kill, the first Landmole. And the Fire Rod and Butter Sword both do the same damage to Landmolus. So does Ice Rod, though, too. But Zeke picking up his 50 rubies off of the King's Tomb. That is a strat I've never seen before on Zeke's part. And Mal going right into Misery Mire. Let's hope for a God mode Mire. Zeke is gonna try to pull off the. Yep, he got it. Zeke, please go to the Pyramid Ledge. I'm begging you. Zeke gonna pick up his 100 rubies, or he's gonna see that it's just 100. Zeke, you've already gone here. And now finding one of the small key, now he needs the big key to complete Mire. Of course, Zeke seeing his silver arrows there. That, or he might have forgotten. There's the map. So this is not God mode Mire. Yeah, he's gonna splash delete. he didn't get it. $50 rubies in the in that one check in Meyer. I don't remember what that room is called off the top of my head. There's another small key, so Mal is running out of places quickly in here. Zeke, please go to Pyramid Ledge. You're driving us all crazy, and there's the big key for. Yeah, I need to learn how to do that one. I'm sure there's a video on it somewhere. And Zeke is going to... is he doing a pyramid ledge? Yep, he's going to Pyramid Ledge to finally go pick up his Cane of Samaria. Please, don't go down, don't you dare. Thank you. Zeke, you gotta be in the light world. Raise your hand if you've done that before, though, where you accidentally used the flute in the dark world. Now he's gonna go pick up his Titan's mitts. So he's going to be in go mode in just a second. Okay, as soon as... There's the flippers on Vitreous. Yep, as soon as we get out of Misery Mire, we're gonna ask you to pick your favorite name, or which chest you're gonna get. And let's get your guesses in now. Mine is 22. Oh, come on, Tigran, we don't want it to be on the first check. What is he? This seat has been too nice. It needs to be on check 22. We need a bit of troll in our seed today. There you go, Locke. I like your idea. I like your gumption there. Also, Locke, how dare you put the number right below my guess? I see that flame. So at 1 hour and probably about 20 seconds, Mal is going into GT. And as soon as he enters GT, we are to stop the guessing game. So closer to 1 minute 30. Okay, your guesses are now done. He's going into left side where the big key is not here. It is the map on the torch. So get number 2, small key, bombs. Bombs. And after 5 checks, that's 20 rubies. So anyone 1 through 5, I'm sorry, you did not get it right. Here comes 6 and 7 though. Small key. And a piece of part, so 1 through 7 is now done. So here comes 8 through 11. There's 8, just a single arrow. 9 is 10 arrows. 10 is... Okay, there's so far nothing up through 11. Now picking up that key, that's probably wise. You don't know how many keys you're going to find through the back of through left side GT. Here's 12, just 20 rubies. $13 is small key. Zeke going through Misery Mire right now. Going into the random room though on the side. Small key, or 5 rubies, green ruby, ice rod, and 300 rubies. So that's 14 through 17, I believe. We're getting really up there in the numbers now. Here comes 18 right now. And just 20 rubies on Bob's chest. Okay, so 22 is still a very viable pick here. If it isn't here, then 22 is the win. Compass. There's a big key, and it was on 20. So, looks like Locke won this one because he was the only one close. Locke and Flame, I mean, sorry. So congrats to Lock Cole at 169 and Flames Divide. You get your continuation of the randomizer and all the trolliness that comes with it. We ran out of cookies. Mostly because I ate them all. I wanted cookies this morning. That doesn't stop the people. Like I think I think multiple people can vote the same thing. I don't know. I'm running the chat, so or I shouldn't say I'm running the chat. I'm running like commentary. So we go with that. Anyone could have voted the same thing twice. It's imaginary points we get anyway. And Mal getting the very easy kill. Zeke picking up his flippers off Vitreous. Very nice Wizrow 2 room there on Mal's side. And at 1 hour and 7 minutes, Zeke is in his go mode. Or I should say on his climb to GT. Who wants to bet that the lamp was in Hype Cave? Or not Hype Cave, in Hookshot Cave. Also, Zeke, for some reason, is going to go pick up his silvers. I guess he's not comfortable with silverless Ganon. He probably figures he's got nothing to lose at this point, so might as well go pick those up. Hey, Professor Renderer. But we're going to be going into Ganon at nearly... at barely an hour and 10 minutes almost. I have never seen a seed this fast, even on casual boots. We might get a sub 115 here if Mal can do Ganon fast enough. Mal getting into phase 2 at the 1 hour and 10 minute mark. Very nice 3-strike. And Mal finishes with a time of, I should say too, in second place with a time of 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 13.95 seconds. I wonder if, are we going to have anyone coming in for an interview? First place almost finished in under 1 hour and 10 minutes. They were 6 seconds off. Also, hello there, Mal. That was a very fast seed.
It really was.
I was thinking that at one point you guys were going to get an hour and 10 minutes. The person who finished before you was 6 seconds off from doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was such a jet seed.
Yeah, so what do you think of the fact that all the items that were required for the seed were not in dungeons at all?
To be honest, I didn't even realize it until you said it. Yeah, I was so amazed by that early game route I played. Never played like that before. Kakariko at 25 minutes. Yeah, but it's absolutely right, yeah. The only progression item in the dungeon were probably the flippers, but yeah, those were not required at all.
Yeah, it's amazing how much of, on both your and your opponent's side, how many items you guys went through the game without finding.
Yeah.
You never found the mushroom, the powder, the lamp, the cane of Brian, the book.
Yeah, that's right. At least we found all medallions.
Yeah, and it turned out you only needed one of them. I think it was ether. Yeah, ether for the one you were needing.
Yes, from Paradox Cave. I was a little bit annoyed at first because I thought I was only mid-go mode, so yeah, playing that entire mountain felt bad, of course, but then it actually was ether. That was nice.
Yeah. Your Zeke, the person you were racing against, he actually went back and got the silvers.
Okay. Yeah, I was considering to do it after Catfish, but I was with a splash deletion, but I had the Amos fight right before, so, and I wasn't sure if it would even save time.
With how fast you did silverless Ganon, I don't know if it would have saved much time.
Yeah, I was really happy with that silverless. If it only works like that every time. Yeah.
Yeah, like, where do you with your guess? Where do you think the lamp would come?
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, probably on Active Mountain would be my guess.
Yeah, it could have been in Turtle Rock. I just thought about that because you can do a lot of Turtle Rock without the lamp.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, the lamp was on Mushroom.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it was probably Turtle Rock, like one of the very first checks in there.
Oh. Wow, that's that's rude. Yeah.
you can actually do like 90% of Turtle Rock just without the lamp, actually.
Yeah, most of it, only Laser Bridge and Trinex not. Which is of course 5 chests or 5 item locations, but still. Yeah. Man, that flute location.
Yeah, the flute location, like, I don't remember where flute was, but like,
Was in K45 and that was the only... after finishing pot and playing Catfish, I had only some possibilities left. I could either go to the mountain, and mountain was of course lamp locked, so I thought, okay, I still need the flute for go mode, so I don't really want to skip Lightwood stuff before the mountain. And at the end, I only had K45 and Egina left. And both of them had flute and mids, and that was really...
yep.
The two items I was looking for, I didn't realize that Eva was a problem still, but yeah.
What did you think about where the Cane of Samaria was?
Ooh, I think if I had the flute earlier, I would have skipped that cane so hard.
Yeah, that's what Zeke did. Zeke skipped Pyramid Ledge until like he literally had nowhere else he could go.
Yeah, I can absolutely see that in the seat. That's why I was very happy when I found the Samaria, and then when I found the flute, it was really okay for me because I knew at least I dodged that problem.
Now, like, I don't know how you guys could have done this seed any possibly faster, to be honest. This felt like a seed where, like, if you blink, it was...
It's a super fast one for sure. The Master Sword in the escape already made that a lot faster. That super fast Darkwood access I had.
Yeah, you got like Dark World. You guys had like all the money you needed for the seed basically in the first like 5 minutes of the seed.
Absolutely. The escape sequence provided a lot.
Yep, and you guys had the Master Sword going by the time you guys were going to Dark Cross. So that took a lot. That put extra damage on your plate right off the bat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was really fast seed, and well, of course, when Vitreous dropped those flippers, I got a little bit more concerned because after that I knew that there's no chance that anybody would have found the flippers before clearing Maya. And with this Maria location likely being go mode for everybody who has the flute early, I knew that that advantage wouldn't be too big, but yeah, it still played out nicely for me. Oh, and I was really happy when I found the hookshot in Kakariko. Actually, I was considering to completely skip it when I was in Village of Outcasts, but then I said maybe I should get those items. Yeah, and it was completely empty, except the hookshot and bombos from Blindsat, but yeah, that also was not that important, of course.
Yeah, like it was a good thing you didn't skip it though.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, my best other play. I guess I would have played Kakariko sooner or later anyways.
And Zeke just finished up.
GG's.
What did you think about the big key being in such a late check in GT?
Well, usually that happens. If the seat is fast, the big key is late, and the other way around. Well, I was a little bit mad, of course, because I was hoping for a sub 110, but yeah.
And we got Zeke now joining us. Hello, Zeke.
GG.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Zeke. Your volume's a little low.
Let me see if I can fix that real quick.
Oh, there you go. Now I can hear you.
Okay, I just have to move Mike a little closer.
Very well fast done seed by both of you guys.
This was Jet.
Yeah, it really was.
I overcleared the overworld looking for minutes.
Yeah, I was talking to Mal about this. What did you think about the fact that the majority, like every item you needed, was outside of dungeons?
Given that my first thought is, once I have access to some dungeons, start doing dungeons, I hated this. I am going to last locate the Mitts and Kane in those situations pretty much every time this happens.
Yeah, I have never seen a seed where every single item you need is in the world, not inside of dungeons.
Was there anything in any dungeon? I don't think so.
I think there was a sword in one of the dungeons, but by that point you guys already had the master sword, so
By that point, I'd had tempered because you had 2 swords in the overworld.
yeah.
I think the only thing that might have been in a dungeon. No, I think it was all in the overworld. I was happy that Mountain was required to get into Mire. I'm glad that that was not a wasted trip up Death Mountain.
So this is a question I have for you, Zeke.
Yes.
Why did you go back for silvers?
Because I didn't want to get a potion, and I didn't want to have to risk Fire Rod Torch glitch.
Okay. And yet you pulled off Fire Rod Torch glitch pretty easily.
Yes, I'm aware of the irony of that fact. But if I needed Fire Rod Torch glitch, I was going to miss it under the pressure.
Yeah, I don't blame you there.
It probably would have been faster to get the potion, but silvers. Those silvers have been taunting me the entire game. I want them. It's a daily. I can do those kinds of things sometimes.
Yep. Dailies are for showing off and stuff like that. So what are both your guys' final thoughts on this dungeon? Or on this seed, I should say, sorry.
More progression in dungeons, please.
Agreed.
Oh, come on. We need more dungeons like this. Seeds like this.
I was a fan of Mitt's Go mode just because that told me I wasn't going to go into ice, I wasn't going to go into Turtle Rock, I wasn't going to have to look on Dark Death Mountain.
Oh, actually, this makes me bring up another question. Why did you never check Pyramid Ledge until late?
Because after doing... I pretty much felt I had the option of doing Pod into Eastern to Zaha, or Eastern into Pod into Pyramid, and I decided that Pyramid was less items.
And somebody in chat our tracker just brought up, if he went from Castle, the South Shore, the Zora, the Hype Cave, the Cave 45, the Fart Cave, the Pyramid, the Paradox, that'd be go mode.
Yeah. No, it was... Everything was in the overworld. If you had started South Shore instead of CAC and then did everything, you would have been in go mode. But I do think that you have to do a Gina last, or you're more likely to miss that cane on Pyramid Ledge.
Though that Mal, he did South Shore right off the bat. I noticed you did that entire area first.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting play in my opinion. Turned out to work out well.
Yeah, well, I kind of like that routing in casual boots. You mean you can set up a water walk in Lost Woods, and so you can instantly check the Ice Road Cave, and from there you can go to Zora, and they even had enough money to check Zora, and yeah, it really paid off with the Moon Pearl, of course. And well, my main idea is that I want to get a bottle, maybe a flute before going to Kakariko. And yeah, if I played Software before going into the Dark World, maybe I would have gotten the flute sooner, but as we already discussed, I might have very easily gotten the Sumaria way later in that case. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a nice routing in general.
Oh, did you use up the water walk off of Forest Drop?
Exactly.
Okay. Now I'll be excited to watch back just so I can see that.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to do that. I didn't even know you could do a water walk from there.
Oh, it's actually pretty easy to do. You just need to remove the bushes, and then you have to dash in a way that you are close to the hole, but you don't fall into it, and you have to bonk. And afterwards, you're in the water walking state.
Anyways, I'm going to go find some lunch. GG's again, Mal, and thank you for the restream, commentary from Nira, and tracking from Mr. Scruff.
I'm not the one that restreamed, but I was happy to do commentary.
Yeah. Like I said, thank you for the restream, the commentary from Nira, and the tracking from Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna, who still has one of the greatest names in the entire randomizer community.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that. You guys have any final thoughts before we go?
Well, I can only agree to Zeke and everything he said. Thank you very much for the restream.
Yeah, thank you also, guys, for the race.